Alright YouTube, what's up? We're going to be working on that thing back there. Well, basically this is a review video. It's a long-term review on the Harbor Freight Series 5,000 pound Badlands winch, whatever you want to call it. I've had it on this thing since it was new. I got it like March of 2018. I've been stuck a million times. Other people have been stuck. I've pulled out a truck, like a full-size F-150. I've pulled out Cherokees. I pulled out crew cab Rangers on big mud tires. I pulled myself out, and I've never had very much issue with the winch, but there are some downfalls, and we're going to get into that in this video. Now hopefully I can put in some footage of me using the winch so that you can take you don't have to take my word for it, because this thing is really clean. I do have a video on how to keep it that way that I'll link above. But we're going to get into some of the downfalls real quick. Number one, it comes with a handlebar mount instead of like a dash switch like this. And who's going to put a 5,000 pound winch on a four-wheeler? Most of the time those are smaller winches. Now some people might, but anyway, the dash switch would be better. The other thing is the cable. I wish it was rope, which I did a video on how to change it to rope that I'll link above also. And the downfall with the rope is they will break a lot quicker because it's a rope, but they do work really well. I change them out. I'd rather spend $30 on a rope every year or every so often. Sometimes you break it because you did something stupid, and sometimes it wore out. You're supposed to keep them clean. You can wash them in a bucket of water, unspool it after you ride if you get in a lot of mud. So the other downfall is you can see the winches right there, and you can see that blue and yellow cap. Those wires are supposed to be blue and yellow, but they're red and black. Here is a set for a new winch that I'm working on that you'll see in another video. But basically what will happen is these will corrode right at the eyelets and pretty much melt going to the motor. And that's never good because that'll leave you stranded. So I bought some heavy duty wire and changed it, and they've been working ever since. I've burnt up probably 3 or 4 of these stock ones that come with it. So that's the main downfall of the Harbor Freight winch. If you really put it through its paces and really work it hard, those will fail on you. There's no doubt about it. But the motor has never failed. But it will leak and get a little bit of water inside the gear case, and I'll probably show you that in a clip at some point in this video. I can't promise it because I have to take it all out first to change to this winch, which I'll go ahead and spoil it, is another Harbor Freight winch, but I'm going to be putting the old one on the back as like a removable rear winch. So that's why I'm changing it. I'm not changing it because it broke or anything like that. Also, since we're talking about the new style winch, I'm going to do a video side by side on the bench so that you can take a look above and watch that video also. That way you can see the differences if you already have one and looking to upgrade, or if you just wanted to know. Alright, don't mind the giant screen behind me, but I'm going to show you what I'm talking about with the winch getting water in it. So there's obviously some rust. You can see some discoloration on the grease. So you can pull this part out also. It kind of looks like this, but if you do, make sure that when you pull this out and put it back in, then it's got this spring action. That's all that works the detent. That little pin inside there moves in and out and pushes the spring in and out to engage the gears. So I usually clean it out and re-grease it every now and then, every time I break a cable at least, and then I'll RTV it. I'd rather use black, but the red shit is all I had. But it seems to do okay once you do that, but there is still, you know, a seal right there that it can get from, and I don't really want to take the winch completely apart because it works even full of mud. So there's that. So hopefully I got the footage in this video that I've been talking about. If I didn't, I'm sorry. I couldn't get it together in time to put this video out, but in conclusion, I'll probably give this winch at least a 7 out of 10, and it'd be higher if it wasn't for those wires over there that would melt. For the affordability, it's great. I think they're like $199, and you can get a 2-year warranty. You take it in close to the end of the warranty and swap it out for a new one, even though it ain't broke, if you want to. I know people that have done that. They don't usually ask questions. I probably wouldn't do that, but they will swap it out. So for the price point of this winch and the pulling power and all that, that's why it's got such a high rating. I've never had one of the more expensive winches, but I've seen people who have had them and they've done just as good as these, if not these better. So you take that what you will, but I have used this winch a whole lot, I can promise you that. And the only thing that I've had was the cables and the winch rope that I replaced and put on myself break. I have had one of these fray once when I used to use the steel, and I was really like pulling crazy, and I was stuck bad. It was disabled altogether. It wouldn't move, so that was bad. But anyway, if you like this video, hit the like button. Make sure you watch all the other videos above. I know probably only 200 people are gonna watch this, so it is what it is. But if you do watch this and you made it this far, I don't know where I put them, but I have some used rock lights that come off of this. If you DM me on Instagram or even TikTok if you don't have Instagram, I might send them to you. So I guess I'll catch y'all in the next video.